Alright, now that we know how to play the pentascale pattern and the finger numbers to use, we're going to investigate this in different keys. So here we have the key of C, and in lesson 7 we learned that we use the notes C, D, E, F, G, and they have the sound of do, re, mi, fa, so. So I'm going to play that for you. Do, re, mi, fa, so. And I drew a little line underneath here to show that between the notes E and F, there is no black key. So between the notes E and F, we call this a half step. And when we play up the notes, we can see that each of the other pairs of notes has a black key in between. That's called a whole step. So there's only one place that there's a half step occurring in the key of C. It's the same for the left hand. Between the third note and the fourth note, E and F, there's no black key, so there's only a half step. Let's try the key of G. So I'm going to begin with my thumb on G, and I'm going to play starting on G using all the white keys. And that sounds like do, re, mi, fa, so. And you'll notice that between the notes B and C, there is no key. Between the two notes we play, there's no black key in between these notes. These two keys are directly beside each other, so this is a half step. Playing up with the left hand. And we see after the third note, we don't have a black key in between, so we're moving up just a half step. So now we're going to figure out the pentascale notes for the key of F. Again, we're going to start on the note F, and I'm going to play all the white keys. Okay, so that sounded funny. Well, first let me just write down these notes: F, G, A, B, C. So something was wrong. And what we notice about this pattern is always after the third note we have a half step. So if we had a half step after the third note, this would sound a lot better. So let's see what we have to do to make that happen. F, then we have a black key, G, then we have a black key, A. Now we need a half step. From A to B is a whole step because of this black key. So to make a half step, we actually have to play the black key as our next note. This is called B flat. So we have F, G, A, half step to B flat, and then C. So now between B and C, we have a whole step because we're skipping one key. It's a white key in this case. So here we have F, G, flat, C. So to mark a flat in the music, a flat is a black key a key that's down a half step. We make this symbol here. It's called a flat, and it looks a bit like half a heart with a long stem. Let's play those notes with the left hand. So in order to give the correct sound of F major, we have to make sure that we have a half step between A and B, which makes it A and B flat. So our finger 2 is going to play on a black key in this case. So let's just try that one more time. And now let's try to play all of these pentascales using our right hand and our left hand. So we're going to use the pentascale pattern that we learned in lesson 7. And we're going to begin playing key of C with the right hand. Here I go. Very good. So we could continue to key of G with the right hand, and let's try key of F with the right hand. Beginning on F, I'm going to set up my fourth finger so that it's on B flat, and I'm going to use the pentascale pattern. In this part of the pentascale pattern, I didn't need to play the black key because my fourth finger is not played in the triad. All right, let's try playing key of G with the left hand, beginning with my finger 5 on G. Let's try key of F with the left hand, beginning on F with my finger 5, placing my second finger on B flat, and using the pentascale finger pattern. So if you'd like a copy of this information as a printout, you can find it linked in the video below at PianoVideoLessons.com.